Hi everyone, Dr. Suneel Dhand. Welcome to another video. I'd like to think those of you who follow me here are people who want to think logically, want open, honest, scientific debate, want to get to the truth, and above all else want to live in reality. So today's topic is going to be unproven treatments. Unproven treatments. We hear the term bandied around all the time. Often doctors, scientists, other professionals sitting on their high horse scoffing at things. Tut, tut, tut. Do you realize I've waited 25 years to wear my bow tie and sit on my committee table and review data and evidence? I will tell you what is proven and what isn't proven. Dear oh dear. These people really need to think about what they're saying here when they're talking about unproven treatments. Because yes, of course, we want everything to be evidence-based, but I've been a doctor for a few years, and I can tell you that the reality is, often it seems like every other patient is touting a quote-unquote unproven treatment. They will say something to me like, "Doc, I take this tablet, I take this supplement, I do this, I engage in that particular activity, and it really works for me." And I think to myself, hold on a minute, there's no evidence behind what you're saying, that's completely unproven, but yet you're saying it works for you. So whatever it is we want to call this, whether it's the power of placebo or whatever other term we want to use, there really is something to this. And I don't think we should just dismiss it if someone is saying that something works or has worked for them. Now there's different categories of quote-unquote unproven treatments. You can have unproven treatments which are harmless to people, which are unlikely to cause any harm. But there's other treatments which may not be so advisable. If somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, my cure for allergies, whenever I hear someone has allergies, is I forcibly grab their head and I put it underwater and that cures their allergy," I would say, hold on a minute. Not only is that probably illegal, but it's also likely to be very dangerous indeed. You should not do it. Now that, of course, is an extreme example. But let me tell you a story that highlights the point of whether you want to call it the power of placebo or anything else. So back when I was a medical student, I remember there was an old school professor who told us this story from many years before. It was actually one of his teachers, another physician, another professor, who had this group of patients in his clinic that he couldn't quite diagnose. And they were causing him a lot of frustration because they were coming to him with unusual constitutional symptoms. And he was doing all the tests, they were negative, and there was no diagnosis for this group of patients. So eventually he decided he would bring a group of these patients in and tell them that there was a brand new cutting-edge treatment from America. And actually people in the United States don't appreciate this, but still overseas, even today, if you tell people that there is a new treatment from America, most of the world thinks, wow, there is a wow factor behind it. People think that the brand new innovative treatments all come from the United States. But anyway, this was many decades ago. He told this group of patients, he said, "Hey, we have this new treatment from America and we're going to try it for the first time in the United Kingdom," which is where he was. And he told them to all come in and they would be the first people to try this out. So what did he do? He brought this group of patients into his clinic and then he passed them through a machine. It may have been a scanner, and he shone a red light on them. That's all he did, shone a red light on them for a few minutes. They came out of the machine, and afterwards, lo and behold, a staggering number of the patients reported a remarkable improvement in their symptoms. That's what happened. Now, of course, there's no way for me to verify this story. Of course, you could never get away with it nowadays. This was many decades ago. But most doctors out there will know that this is something which sounds very true indeed, and I have no reason to doubt the honesty of the professor who told me this story. So this just goes to make you think and reflect. Those patients really believed that something was working for them, even though the treatment was completely dud. Again, the power of placebo, whatever other term you want to use, is very powerful indeed. So if someone is saying that an unproven treatment really works for them, who are we to scoff at it? Should we really be laughing at them and passing things off? As long as it's unlikely to be dangerous, if something works for someone, it works for someone. People are very different indeed, and we have to always keep that in mind in our field, in the field of medicine. So no more arrogance or laughing at people. If it works, I suppose you could say it works. If someone is saying they feel better, then they feel better. Let me know your thoughts down below. This is an interesting topic. Dr. Suneel Dhand, do hit the subscribe button down below for more similar videos. If you like this video, you can also follow me on my newsletter and my uncensored platform in a less constrained, less censored environment. Links are down below. We will chat again very soon.